brand new episode here on Carmlan's Farm. So, installment number 2 for the week or the weekend, and yeah, today we got a busy old day. We have got we are currently got a tractor behind us in the wheat field that we harvested last episode, doing the mulching, and then once he gets a little way through, we will then put the other Kubota tractor on the plough, and we'll get him to plough it, and then this will be done, and then by the time that has sort of got through that way a little bit, then we'll be able to send this in to pick up the rest of the stones, and then we'll be ready for drilling. The other side of the river there, the grass, you remember from the last episode as well, I was going to cut all that and sell the silage. Well, as you can see from the money, not only have I sold the silage, I have also sold the silage. Trying to think what else it was that I sold. The milk. So we produced a little bit of milk, so I sold that. There was something else that I sold. Let's have a look. I can't remember what it was now. A lot's been happening because I've been doing quite a bit of work off thingy. So I sold all the silage. So the fabric and the eggs that I lost inside a building after I unloaded it with auto load, I've got that back, and I'm going to do a separate video to kind of show you a cheaty way of doing that, just in case it happens to you. So look out for that. It will be a very, very short video. It'll be like a few, 3 or 4 minutes long, I would imagine, because it's a very quick solution. But it's kind of, because I did say in the last video, well, if anyone knows how I can get that out there, can you please tell me? And then I was laying in bed, and I was thinking about a lot of things to do with Farming Sim and the videos and the series, and everything, and then it suddenly occurred to me, it's like, duh, of course that's how I get them out of there. Like, it's so simple. It was in front of me the whole time. But anyway, so I sold all of the silage, I sold the milk, sold the eggs, sold the fabric, although I have just realized, don't judge me, I've just realized I can actually turn that into clothes. And I can actually double my money. So yes, we're gonna have to sort that out. But so that's not a problem. So we sold some of that. So we've got the sunflowers to sell. The biggest problem with the sunflower oil is that it's all mixed in with the canola oil, and I don't really know which one's which until I stored it all out. I can't just sort of go there and just auto load it all onto the thing, because I know I try not to use auto load as much as I can for the pallets because I really can't stack. I mean, I can't stack bales, but I'm slightly better with the bales than I am the pallets, so that's going to be done that way. But yeah, so I'm just trying to think what else it was that I sold. Got some soybeans there that we could sell, so we'll get rid of them as well, because I don't think I'm going to need them for anything. As I say, and a little bit of wool, some eggs. That's not really worth looking at. But yeah, I can't remember what it was. I don't know. It was a crop. No, canola, because that went to, was it my corn? Maybe it might have been my corn that I sold. But yeah, so I as I say, I sold all that stuff off, and that's the money that we've ended up with. So that's grand, because that's going to help us out a lot. The fields the other side of the river, we'll get them ploughed over, we'll get them sorted out, and then we'll get them into cropping as well. I've got some grapevines that I want to put in. I've got some olive vines or olive groves, sorry, that I want to put in. So I want to get them sorted out. Again, that's going to just take a time. We've got this field to do as well. So that's just going to take a little bit of time to do. Doesn't seem to be actually many stones in these fields. Although having said that, we've got 1,000 litres off there already. So I guess there's some. But yeah, so we've got that to do as well. And then, as I say, this episode we'll get this off here, get the ones off the other field, the ones off the field to my left now, and then we'll be drill all the way. So that will go to the left of me. That will go wheat again. The one in front of me will go will go probably barley this time, just because I need a field of barley because I want to produce my own seeds. So I obviously need a crop, and barley will do just fine for that. So that will probably go barley this time. So we'll miss out on a field of soybeans, but that's no problem this time around because we're soon going to have all that land over there to do, and there's some blooming big fields over that side. I bought a few other little plots as well to join on to them, so we've got quite a bit of land that side now. So with the fields we've got this side that are arable, we'll be fine, and the fields we've got that side that are arable, we're going to be extra fine, because we'll be able to grow the sunflower and different things like that for the oil. So basically I'm looking to grow crops that are going to be able to be converted into other stuff. So for example, sorghum that can be then changed into flour, because the wheat we need for our we need the wheat for our chickens. They are gradually getting more and more. The eventual amount that we will have in that shed is 5,000, so we're going to need a huge amount of wheat for that. We're just going to need to sort of grow wheat on a continual basis to suffice those chickens with their food. As I say, sorghum, we can do that for the flour, which can then be turned into bread. Can also be turned into cake, so we could then sort of, probably that big field of barley will last us in terms of seed for quite a while. So then we could do some, more barley and some oats and different things. Although the oats I want to use somewhere else. I've got something else lined up for the oats. But so yeah, it's busy, and lots of forward planning to be done. But yeah, that's where we're at. As I say, I worked tirelessly off camera to get everything sort of done, ready for this episode, and so that I didn't do another bloody video of me cutting grass and selling silage and stuff like that. So I worked, as I say, quite intensively off camera to make sure everything was in a position where because obviously, as I've said before a million times now, farming is farming, and I can't help the work, because that's farming. But at the same time, I do try to get a variety of jobs in each video, and as I say, today we're stone picking or rock picking, and then there'll be some drilling in here. We've got courseplay work in the mulcher. Once he starts going up and down, which I think he has now started the up and down, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Once he's doing the up and down, then we'll get the other Kubota in there with the plough on, and we'll get that being ploughed over as well. So we'll have two courseplay workers in there, and then as I say, we'll get that done. That'll be nice and quick, and then I will then, either with the Massey or with one of the Kubotas, I will then put the drill on, and we'll go drilling and get that done. Whether I get it all done in today's episode, I don't know. There might be a little bit of overspill into the next episode, but then the grass the other side will all be ready to go as well. That'll all be turned over to field, so all the way to those trees and all the way round will be will be arable, and that should just be about enough for us then. I can't envisage we're going to need much more, but it would be nice to grow a few fields of stuff just to make sure that we are earning the money. And then the next thing we want to do after that, or what I want to do after that, is I want to start getting some greenhouses in, because we haven't done that yet. So yeah, busy. As I say, it's looking good. It's looking very good. So hopefully you're all enjoying the episodes and the series and different things. You know, if you're not, you know, and you think that it should come to an end, put it in the comments. I have found probably another 2 maps that I wouldn't mind doing, you know, sort of playthroughs on. You know, and I think with these playthroughs we are going to start setting a goal at the beginning of the playthrough, and then once we've achieved it, we can then move on to, you know, move on to something else. So yeah, I think that's what we, you know, we should do. But what we'll do is, because hopefully he's going up and down now. He is, that's good. So we'll get up here, we'll get the other Kubota, we'll get the plough on, and we'll get him going in the plough, and then we'll go off and do the other field. And then by the time we've done that, he'll be back here, and he'll be sort of far enough in front on this field for us to then go straight into there. Just got to remember where I put my tractor. I know where it is. I know where it is. We were putting some straw in here this morning, so it's in here. So we'll just straighten this out again so that our feeder doesn't crash into it. Does it still need straw? Yeah, I don't know why it keeps. Oh, okay, it's full. That's fine. Right, we'll get this out of here. Get this on the plough. Get that done. I just got to find the bar. There it is. I was going to say I thought I'd left it down here somewhere because I know I was going to need it. And then we need to get the drill ready, but we're a little way from that at the moment. Of course, there we go. The day is pushing on already. We are getting a little bit behind, actually. The day is already pushing on. All right. So we'll leave that about here. Just set course play up again. Uh-oh. There we go. And then we want 1. We'll do 3. That is wider than 2.4 meters. Let's just have a look. I'm sure it's 5. 5.2, so we'll do 5. That's grand. So we'll do that again. Alright, there we go. And then there, and then do 5. They can overlap by 0.2 of a meter. Do 3 headlands, 1 tall headland. Yeah, sharp lands up and down. We will do up and down. Generate. Excellent. And then do first. And off you go. And then switch that off. And then get into this tractor. And we will then go get that field done. So that's those 2. He's nearly done anyway. Look, that new mulcher that we purchased. That don't waste no time, man. That is a very efficient machine. I'm very pleased with that purchase. But it does mean that he is going to be redundant then for the rest of the day, so he can go and spend time with the wife and kids. I'm not sure whether I should say that other sexes are available at this time. It was oh, James, you got to turn it on, son. I was asked the other day from a relative that had seen that I was doing YouTube videos. One of his kids is on YouTube and saw one of my videos, or saw a video, clicked on it and recognised my voice, obviously, and he came back and he goes, "Oh, you know, aren't you scared of offending people?" It's like, well, not really. And he's like, "Well, you can't say anything these days, without offending people." I'm like, yeah, well, the problem is that I can't help offending someone, because being offended is a very personal thing to that person, and what one person finds offensive another person doesn't, so therefore I can't not say the things that I say. I mean, I don't think I say anything too controversial in my videos anyway. I'm generally talking about farming or what's happened in my real life. Do you know what I mean? Like, so generally I sort of think I'm all right. But yeah, he was sort of quite, oh yeah, you can't say that anymore. It's like, well, if I want to say it, I will. And it's yeah, just as when I said that, like I want to go and spend time with a wife and kids, my head went, oh, it's not quite that black and white anymore, is it? So other relationships are available. um, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to switch it over now to some time lapse because we've got on for 16 minutes, and you're all starting to think, right, okay, he's lost the plot. Time to move over. So yeah, I'm going to switch over to some time lapse and some music, and then we'll meet in the bar at the end. I didn't buy that bit of land for some reason. Oh, I'm a complete numpty, that would have been handy to have bought that bit of land. We could have baled that and then bloody ploughed it through and just made this field one big field then. Never mind. That'll be done next time. Yeah, so time lapse. Must stay focused. So time lapse it is, and as I say, I'll be back at the end just to give a little recap and tell you how it's gone and if anything interesting happened while I was recording. Which, knowing me, something is bound to happen while I'm recording. But I'll see you. I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now. And I'm back. So that has been one busy episode, and as I say, we've got the first half of the drilling done now. The wheat and the canola is in. Tomorrow we'll do the second half. We'll do the other 2 fields, and then we'll move over to those other fields and get them ploughed and turned over, so that we can start cropping them. Now, I just want to point something out to something that you may have seen in the video twice, in fact. And kind of questioning yourselves and thinking, what happened there, because quite clearly, he is a distinct professional, and surely he wouldn't forget something so silly as to switch on the seed drill and only realise his mistake when he gets to the other end and where he's been is still unseeded. I can assure you that I didn't forget to turn the seed drill on. What has actually happened in that incident is that being the utter professional that I am, I've basically run myself down that breed just to make sure that I am absolutely spot on with everything that I want to do. And once satisfied that I and the drill are working in tandem, I've then gone back, obviously turned the drill on, because I'd realised it wasn't switched on. And then I've drilled the field. I've continued to drill the field. So I just want to point out, because I know some of you out there will be like, oh, he forgot to turn the drill on. I didn't, okay? Being the professional that I am, being, the top class tractor driver that I am, I was merely making sure that the conditions and everything was as good as they could be for what I was about to achieve. So I just wanted to clear that up. Thank you very much. So he has done rolling, so we'll get him going in the second field, and then that, as I say, for today will be pretty much done. This morning, before I started recording, so the morning on the game, not in real life, but in the morning of the game, when the new day dawned, I spent the first probably hour and a half, 2 hours doing the animals. So fed the beef stock, fed the sheep, fed the chickens, fed the dairy cat. Well, I don't feed the dairy cows, but I strawed them. And also, that's what I wanted to check, actually, now that we've got to the end of the day, because for some reason, in the daytime, the pig health comes up to 100%, but overnight, it drops to 0, and I can't work out why. Let's just see what it is now. Yeah, it's still 0, and I can't work out why, because they've got loads of food. The only other thing I can think of maybe is that it's the manure in here. And the manure is somehow, making them not 100%. I would be very surprised if that was what was happening, but I can't figure it out, like I say, because they've got all the food they require, yet they keep losing their health. It might be that I end up completely getting rid of this pig barn. It's the first time I've ever had issue with it, to be fair, so it's not like, I kind of half knew what I was letting myself in for. I've used this on several maps and I've never had an issue before, but for some reason they keep losing their health. So yeah, whether it is the manure, I don't know. So I might clean the manure out and then see what happens. We're getting very blocked up again down here. That's because again, being a professional, everything's to hand. It's nothing to do with at all with me being lazy. So we're just clearing a few administrative issues up here, and it's always good to do so. So yes, we'll, as I say, we'll get this rolled, and then that'll be this job done. And that'll be it for today then. So as I say, I am going to end the video here because it's getting dark and there isn't that much more that we're going to be doing. And all that's left for me to really say is that if you haven't done already, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. As you know, by the 1st of August I'm hoping to hit 450 subscribers. 10,000 would have been nice, but I thought maybe that was pushing it a little bit. So I decided in the end, I had to I deliberated long and hard about it, and I came up with 450 because I thought from 435 that was going to be fairly achievable. 430 I think it was at the time, but yeah, the subscriber count has slowed down dramatically over the last week or two. Not sure why that is. Could be the nice weather, could be X, Y, and Z. Don't know. But the statistics still are saying that the vast majority of people that watch my episodes are not subscribed. So if you really could just hit that subscribe button, honestly, if you did, I wouldn't have to say it at the end of the videos. But yeah, if you could, that would be fantastic. And as I say, hopefully we'll get to 450, and I'm hoping that by the time we get to sort of September, September, October time, we'll be at 500, and that would be fantastic. Hopefully we can be there before that, but that's the target. And the last thing that is for me to say is thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode. I've really enjoyed having your company, and I hope you'll join me again next time. Bye for now.